What the fuck? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Off the Top podcast, the most unprofessional professional podcast in the YouTube space. Hosted by yours truly, Zero Requiem 14. Took a little bit of a break, just a 2-week break. Especially with, well, we call it quote unquote E3, just because all the companies and Summer Games Fest just decide to happen. And fucking course, like the day of the recording, Nintendo says, "Hey, we're gonna have a direct tomorrow morning," and I'm like, "Are you goddamn kidding me, dude?" Oh, I hate you, Nintendo, but at the same time, you are my childhood company.
I feel like it's everyone's childhood company.
Most childhood, that's for sure. But no intros. Whoever you see is here. Please be sure to follow everyone in the description of the YouTube page, and we're just gonna hop right into it, man. We are just gonna hop right into it. Um, First things first, state of play. This was a pretty big state of play, especially because Sony kind of needs a big W, and this definitely was a really good show. There, let's put it this way: generally speaking, all the shows were pretty goddamn good. There was something for everybody. I know that there was stuff that I was predicting and that I wanted to happen, and sure enough, it did happen. So let's talk about the first one, Wolverine. What's our what's the feeling on this one, Kev?
Uh, uh, it depends what other fucking games are out during that time, but if nothing really like multiplayer like or things like that, it'll be day one.
Yeah, because Wolverine, I know, was the big question for me was I gonna day one Wolverine? Because eventually, Phantom Blade Zero, like I think it was literally like prior to the state of play, they actually they delayed their game to October 28th. So now that kind of frees up the window for me because there was only like, well, there's one other game that did get shown off during the state of play, which I'll talk about later. But Wolverine, that little snippet of gameplay, honestly, I don't know what else to say. I loved it. I loved how gory it was. I love the good old like linear style of mission that they're going with. And other than that, I mean, it's just fantastic. It's an awesome looking game. September 15th, it's coming out, and of course you gotta have all your pre-order bonuses and your digital deluxe editions. I believe the pre-order bonus, if I remember correctly, is the classic yellow and brown suit.
Piss and shit.
Piss and shit, literally. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. September 15th. So far, that's looking like going to be the first game that I do. Now, am I going to stream it? Is a different question. I might treat that like a playthrough of some kind. 'Cause I do want to kind of get back into that swing, and I've been really missing it. You know, don't get me wrong. I enjoy streaming, but I kind of need to have some balance of content on the channel. So, so far, started really hot. That's all I could really say. Did you want to have any like quick thoughts, Kev, before we move to the next one?
Uh, honestly, when it comes to Warframe, it's like I feel like they're trying to make it like how fuck, what was that? The Warrior game,
Ec-
like
The
Warrior Origin.
Yeah, well, X-Men Origins, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
X-Men Origin.
I saw a lot of people were saying that, and I was like, you know what? It does seem very like X-Men Origins, and
Well,
I
not
think
X-Men.
it's
No, like the actually like standalone Wolverine game that like
I'm pretty sure it's X-Men Origins Wolverine. I mean, I could take a look at it. I could look at the title up later, but I know which one you're
no, I
talking
think
about.
yeah, I don't think it was called X-Men Origin. I think it was like they were just called Wolverine or Wolverine something.
Let's confirm. I am going to confirm.
Like honestly, I'm like, fuck.
Come on, you have computer. We have technology.
That's also true.
It was called X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh, it was
Yep.
okay.
Yep. But
Okay,
honestly,
then yeah, they're
it was the right
they're
take
trying to make
though.
it like yeah.
It was a really good call because I know, like, I think one of the YouTubers I watched, he did say when the Wolverine teaser came out, he's like, are we seriously getting a teen rated like Wolverine game? Sure as fuck no, we ain't. And I mean, I don't know how that would look, like a teen rated Wolverine game. I mean, unless you replace every enemy as like a sentinel, sure.
It's kinda like you're saying you're gonna make a T-rated Deadpool game. There's no fucking possibility.
No, you can't. It doesn't. Deadpool in a teen rated setting does not work. The closest you're gonna get is Rivals, and Rivals is already pushing that. So,
Well, it's not glory or bloody when it comes to Rivals for
but there's
Deadpool.
language, which is what Deadpool does. There's at least language with him, but obviously they censored it. But we know what those words are.
Fuck yeah.
Continuing the Marvel gravy train, Marvel Tokon did announce the Knights of Doom. So it was confirmed the villain team was going to be the next announcement. And of course, Doctor Doom is leading the team. And then the next three were Magneto, Green Goblin, and Carnage. And I'm not gonna lie, my dumbass was trying to complicate this shit. I was just like, oh, maybe we're gonna get like it was already Doom and Carnage I was predicting, but then I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw in Ultron and Emma Frost. Not the case. I'm like, I really tried to make this a lot more complicated than it needed to. But hey, I'll fucking take the fact that we're getting our first iterations of a Green Goblin as a fighting game character and Carnage as a fighting game character as well.
My shit is fucking for Green Goblin, it's kinda like, uh, when they were doing, like, the Knights of the Doom, and they show kinda like that little, like, kinda not snippet,
Like
but
like the little showcase of gameplay he had.
no, no, no. Like, before, like, they announced, like, all this, how people were doing, like, "Oh, it's these characters, because they had, like a piece of paper or something where it showed, like
The teaser. Oh, you're talking about the teaser
yeah,
thing from the last trailer?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember. It's just so funny that people were able to actually predict that it was going to be Goblin and Carnage. I was just like, that is just some wild choices. I'm like, I'm all for it because the thing I like about Tokon is that it's not going with the most obvious. It's actually kind of branching out into like different characters. So we're at least getting like, I mean, the fact that the X-Men team has Danger of all characters. That's like who? Like no one knew what Danger was. And then obviously like well Penny Parker makes sense just because of Rivals and Spider-Verse. And then Shuri being Black Panther, MCU. But this is definitely like their best trailer. And we still have one more team that's going to be revealed, which is Ghost Rider's team. Gonna
Probably
call
that
it
one will be Emma Frost.
what happened, Kev?
Probably that one will be Emma Frost for Ghost Riders.
I don't know. It's hard because the only base or the only hint we got right now for Ghost Rider's team is Outlaws. And I'm like, the ones I can like think of immediately, like, is Blade is one. And then I've seen a lot of people say Doctor Strange should be part of that team. And I was like, Strange in that art style would look really good. And then Moon Knight is the only other one I would like to see, but I've also heard people toss around Elsa, Bloodstone. That would
I
be
feel
a
like Elsa Bloodstone would go for it, but at the same time, I feel like they have to do something with what
Midnight
you call it,
Suns.
Midnight Suns.
Yeah. And the thing is that Midnight Suns is mostly like paranormal type of characters. Because even if you base it on the game, like, dude, you know who's part of the fucking Midnight Suns is Morbius. So you can already the jokes kind of write themselves. Like it's Morbin time. uh I mean, I don't know. We still if anything, we're probably gonna get that announcement. Evo in a couple weeks. I think it's like 2 weekends from now. And funny enough, it's literally during what is it, Night of Champions. So there's gonna be something I'm gonna probably be more focused on Evo stuff, but that's what I'm expecting. Hey, the Ghost Rider team is gonna be the most interesting one. The fact that the Doom one already was this good, I was like, what the hell is Ghost Riders? Because they're about to do some wacky shit. And then who knows? Maybe they announce the DLC, and Jeff is gonna be the first DLC character. uh,
Probably.
that's just cope at that point.
No, they
Uh,
have the Devil Dinosaur.
oh, man. That would be fucking wild. They actually add Jeff and Devil Dinosaur to the game. It's just like, how the fuck does this work? Like, imagine they make Jeff like there's his own standalone character. He's like he's a little bigger than Timo from 2XKO.
Well, yeah, they can, because fucking if you could play as Timo in fucking 2XKO, why the fuck can you play as Jeff?
I mean, it's I guess it's really, if you want to sell copies, I mean, sure, add Jeff. Imagine he's part of the Ghost Rider team. Fuck it, why not? He totally makes sense.
That'd be funny though.
It would be funny. But Marvel Tokon, excited still. That's definite. It is. You know what's crazy too? And I just realized this. The Avatar fighting game is also got delayed because it was gonna be early July. Now it's July like 23rd or something like that. And that's like a couple days before Tokon comes out. So there's definitely gonna be a good stretch of fighting game content coming out. And I'm excited. It's just a good time. It's definitely a good time to be a part of the FGC. That's for sure. Moving on.
Aw.
Yep. Moving on. Rayman Legends Retold. It's a remake of the Rayman Legends. I honestly was just surprised. I was just like, oh my god, Rayman is actually coming back. Because I know they have the retro collection that's coming out, or if it's not already out, I believe. I think it's already out, but I believe the physical like got a delayed release. But hey, Ubisoft needs something, man. Ubisoft's kind of trying to get back into good graces, even though I still am a little skeptical of them as a company, but I'll give them their wins. I'll give them their wins. And Rayman Legends Retold comes out October 1st. Boncho the Chef, which is a Dave the Diver prequel. Kind of looks like just kind of like a neat cozy game. Looks interesting. Not sure if I'll play it, but hey, whoever's played Dave the Diver, I know a lot of people like that game. So there's something for them.
Yeah, I have no idea what Dave the Diver is.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what it is either. It's some type of like indie game. This one was kind of caught my interest, and it's one of our first 2027 releases that got shown. Kimori, which to my understanding, it's like a 3-player co-op action game that you're just pretty much just fighting a bunch of monsters in like a stylized like supernatural like Japanese world or something. Looks pretty cool. And that's supposed to be coming out 2027.
Oh, you're basically fighting. You form contracts with
Like demons or some shit like
yokais.
that, I believe.
With yokais.
Mm-hmm. So that one looked really cool, just like from art style alone. I was just like, oh, this game looks sick. Like I was just kind of sold on art style, and then when I saw the combat, I was like, okay, this is getting better. It's doing things. But that looks like a fun time. 2027, that's coming out. Our next 2027 game, which is coming out February 12th, 2027, it's Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, which is pretty much the Tomb Raider 1 remake. And funny enough, Lara Croft is actually in the original outfit. The real question is, are we getting triangle boobies? If that's not
If
an
we
outfit,
don't,
if I don't get the PS1 Lara Croft as an outfit, I don't want it. but it looks good.
Still
The
get it, but
I mean, I'll be like, give me the funny shit. But it looks good. I definitely am interested. I actually have never played a Tomb Raider game, so might be the. I know I have the what is it, the rebooted ones, because I know I have those, and I think this is supposed to be kind of playing similar to them. It's just going to be in the original Tomb Raider. So,
wait, so you never got the fuck?
are you talking about the that little collection? I claimed it, but I haven't played it though.
Nah, not that one. The other one, like the fuck, what was it? It's like
Rise of the Tomb Raider, I
that
believe.
that whole new one where she's
Mm-hmm.
like in the fuck.
I forgot. I don't remember the order of it, but I know which ones you're talking about. It's either Rise of the Tomb Raider or Legacy.
I think Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I want to say it's Rise was the reboot. I could again, I could look it up later. But I never really got around to playing those, and I don't got a reason. I don't really have a reason other than too many things coming out. But maybe at some point I'll probably give it a shot. At least maybe to get myself prepped for just Tomb Raider as a whole. If I want to be funny, maybe I'll play the original Tomb Raider and be like, and probably spike a controller because how bad it controls.
Actually, no, it's just Tomb. It's just called Tomb Raider, but it has like the Defiant Edition.
Oh, it's literally just they're doing that whole, oh, we're just gonna call it Tomb Raider or some shit like that.
Yeah.
All right. And then like I mentioned earlier, Phantom Blade Zero just got a little bit of a trailer, and we are actually getting a deep dive later this summer. So I'm excited to see that. Comes which that got delayed October 29th. Plenty of time for me to get my hands on a particular other game that is kind of similar or in terms of its style. Um Next trailer is Dune Awakening, which is the Dune MMO for somebody. It's not for me. Comes out September 22nd. Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered is coming out. Apparently, this is supposed to be like the most popular one amongst the Dynasty Warrior games. And as far as what they did add, they actually added the character from Dynasty Warriors Origins, Diluan, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. That comes out October 1st. Next game, No Rest for the Wicked, which it just looks like an asymmetric Souls-like co-op game. Looks neat. Comes out in October. The next game that yeah, this was just adding to the whole like September pile of games. Onimusha Way of the Sword. I've been just kind of like, we got to get a release date at some fucking point. Like it's either A, it gets delayed, or B, it's releasing this year, and I got B. It's coming out September 25th, and they actually shadow dropped a demo. I did play that demo on stream this past, I want to say Thursday or Friday. One of those 2 days, but I did play the demo. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely got the Pragmata feel of, oh, you're getting to the cool shit, demo's done. And I'm like, fuck. Definite day one, September 25th. I am definitely going to be playing that.
Eh, maybe I'm like kind of like I'll play the demo and I'll see
Demo,
how it
I
is.
would definitely say play the demo, see how you feel about it. But it is fun. It is a fun game. Uh, Next trailer, I think you are gonna like this one, Kevin. Silent Hill Townfall is dropping on September 24th.
Go fuck yourself.
But I hate the only thing that makes me sad about this is that this might be the first Silent Hill I might miss out on day one. I am probably gonna pick this up like a little later down the line, maybe on a Black Friday sale or something. If it does go on a Black Friday sale, but I do plan to eventually play that game. It's actually a first person Silent Hill, so I was like, all right. we get into that Resident Evil 7 treatment, I'll fucking take it. I'll fucking take it. Um, the next one that got shown, and now I honestly keep forgetting I have Ace Combat 7, and now I really need to play it because they did show off Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thief coming out October 2nd, and it is doing a special early access thing. I believe if you buy the digital deluxe, you get early access on September 29th. And along with pre-ordering Ace Combat 8, you actually get Ace Combat 0 Belkin War, which is pretty much an OG remake. So, getting 2 games in 1 if you pre-order that. Let's
Really?
see. What happened?
I said, really?
Yep. Good. Yeah, honestly, I was just like, the more I was looking at it, I was like, oh yeah, this looks fucking good. It looks really cool, man. Definitely gotta play Ace Combat 7 though. I played a little bit of the campaign and I was like, oh yeah, this shit is sick. Just get the maybe just get the actual like flight simulator set up. That'd be fun. That would be funny. Um,
Yeah.
let's see. Next game that actually got announced, and it's actually an old game, or a sequel to an old franchise, which is Stuntman Hollywood, which I was from just the trailer that I saw, I was like, I am not gonna lie, this one kind of caught me by surprise. It actually looks pretty good. Um, a lot of licensed cars, that's for sure. So I was like, okay, it's leaning into that. Because what the first thing I see is the orange Fast and Furious Supra with the like green streak on it. They have that. There was a white Lambo. They had Kit from Knight Rider. And I think they had like Death Race or something with some of the Mad Maxy looking vehicles. And then finally the DeLorean. Because you gotta top off your licensed cars with the DeLorean.
DeLorean.
So I don't that one doesn't have a date, at least I didn't see one, but hey, anybody who wants to get add another racing game or arcadey racing game of some type, there you go. Next trailer that they showed was Ill. So anyone who doesn't know what this was, it was pretty much just like they showed a teaser of like what looked like I thought was like a Metro horror game. I mean, Metro already is kind of a survival horror. This one is just terrifying because it looks way too good. It looks like unsettlingly good, like graphically speaking. And I mean, it looks like a Soviet Dead Space slash Chronos kind of like environment. I mean, again, horror game fans are eating very fucking well, especially since this is coming out 2027. Here's the best part, Kevin. You could kick a zombie baby.
Hmm. I was, when you say you could kick a zombie baby, you know what was the first thing that came into my mind?
What?
Oh, if this shit didn't come into your mind, then something wrong with you. Kick the baby. Don't kick the baby. Kick the baby.
Jesus Christ. Hey, I mean, if it's trying to kill you, I mean, well, you only got one option.
That
Uh,
is also true.
yeah, but Ill comes out 2027. So already 2027 so far, it's looking really good. We like quite honestly, I think like this like stretch since like I'd argue like 2023, 2024, we've been getting some really good years of gaming, man. Let's next trailer that they showed. Control Resonant, aka not Devil May Cry. It got its release date, and god damn it, it is September 24th. Digital Deluxe, 48-hour early access. I want to play this. I gotta hold off, man, because September is way too packed with too many other games, or at least for me, Wolverine and Onimusha. So I will be sadly skipping this one, but I will eventually pick it up down the line. But anyone who wants to play who wants to hold themselves over before Devil May Cry 6 becomes a real thing? Well, you got Control Resonant. And then next trailer, Marathon Season 2 Nightfall trailer.
I saw that, but it's like we never played fucking Marathon.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, whoever's still playing Marathon, cool. Not playing this. Uh, Next game, which is I don't know who this is for. This isn't. I'm not gonna participate in this, but I mean, like, hey, if anybody wants to play it, RuneScape Dragon Wilds, which I don't know if this is just an entirely a new game or if it's supposed to be some old game I'm not aware of, but comes out fall
It's the
2026. Anyways, but fall
uh
2026, and it will be added to the extra slash premium catalog. So there's something. I already dropped down, so I'm good. uh, and then they did actually announce the next 3 classic games for the next 3 months. The first one is up for June is Guitaro Man, which I'm like, this looks like a really obscure PS1 game. So anybody wants to play that, there you go. Second game, Psyops, the Mindgate Conspiracy. I was like, okay, another, believe it's like a PS2 original Xbox game. The only question is do you get to play Scorpion or Sub-Zero? Because I know that was like a bonus thing for that game. And
wait, what
then
game?
for Psyops, the Mindgate Conspiracy. It's like a third-person shooter around like the PS2 original Xbox era. Looked really cool
Yeah.
for what it was. Um, and then the final game for August, just to kind of continue the whole Onimusha thing, Onimusha Dawn of Dreams, which is I believe the 4th game in that franchise, comes out for August. So there's at least games being added, but I'm not gonna lie. It's like once again, it's like premium catalog is kind of not worth it when it's taking this long just to add like what one classic game a month. That's kind of ass, and that's saying a lot because Nintendo already does that shit. They add multiple games on their classic catalog, like on a near monthly basis.
True.
So, yep, those are the classic games. And then the final 2 trailers that actually got shown, pretty good. This definitely like helped the show a lot. First one they showed was actually Until Dawn 2. Uh, so I'm like, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be a great fucking time for YouTube, especially because I want to. Everyone's probably gonna be trying to min max like either A, kill everybody, or B, save everybody. Um, and in terms of the setting, it's pretty much they're pretty much like YouTube ghost hunters, or they're doing the Ghost Hunters TV show on a deserted island. And of course, just like any other Until Dawn game, there's always some supernatural or serial killer aspect to the games. And all your choices matter. That definitely would have been a great game, like if we had just everybody like playing and just react just seeing like, all right, who fucks up? Uh but comes out next year, 2027. And then finally, the last game that actually got shown off at the State of Play, which is God of War Lao Fei, which is pretty much the 3rd game in the Norse mythology, but this is actually not centered on Kratos. It's actually centered on Kratos' dead wife, Fei. And we actually see her, we just see the evolution of combat just as a whole. This game looks fucking amazing, man. I am definitely excited when this comes out. And there's definitely a lot of mythologies that were getting shown off in this game. At least the confirmed ones that we saw were at least Mongolian slash Tibetan and Egyptian. So, I mean,
I
it's
thought I saw like one more besides like those two.
um, I mean, unless you're counting Kratos technically, but that's pretty much
No,
those are
not Kratos. I think 'Cause you say Egyptian and Mongolian, right?
So from I think when I was like reacting to the gameplay shown off, at least the confirmed ones was definitely Mongolian and Egyptian, with just based on like the two gods that were interrogating Faye, and then obviously the Sphinx that shows up when Sekhmet leaves. But I think I was saying like the soldiers. I'm like, it's definitely of some type of Asian descent. It could be the same thing as Begzi, who's Mongolian, or it could be something entirely different. Because I know a lot of people were because there's just a lot of mythologies now that could just be added to this. I mean, fuck it, just add the Greeks. Where did all of them go after they died? Probably here.
It
Uh,
could be Greeks, Vikings.
well, that's already Norse, so we're probably gonna see
Yeah,
Balder
North.
at some point. Um, if they want to go crazy, add Celtic or even like Celtic, Mesopotamians, or natives. That would be pretty cool. But games in development right now. Oh, and the most important thing, Kevin, there's a cube. There's a gelatinous cube named Frank, and he's replacing Atreus.
It was funny.
It's just the funniest thing is still just seeing that cube just flying in off screen, just hitting shit. I was like, it's like I'm supposed to take this game seriously, but I'm gonna laugh more at the fact that a cube is helping me. But
It kinda feels like an anime. The time that I got reincarnated as a cube.
and it, well, wasn't it slime for the anime?
Yeah, it's same, but it's
And
like
then, but this time it's a cube. And
cube.
funny enough, and who's actually voicing the cube is Jack Quaid, who is Huey in The Boys. So he's getting work at least. I was just like, oh shit. I was like, at least all the actors from The Boys are getting some type of work in some way, shape, or form. So exciting times. But overall, it was really good. This was a really good start to quote unquote E3. I gave this like my personal rating is like an 8 out of 10, I would say. Because there wasn't a lot of games there was definitely games that I'm like, okay, I have interest in, but there's like a couple that were like, all right, I already knew I was planning on buying it, but then it just solidified it for me. But it does set 2027 as a really good year for gaming. So very exciting times, man. But it also does bring up the kind of like question of like, okay, now that I think about it, some of these games are not coming to PC, and I feel so bad for people who aren't getting that chance, man. Fucking expensive as shit. Jump right into Summer Games Fest. And if anybody hasn't seen the me live streaming Summer Games Fest, the VOD is still up on the YouTube channel, and to say the least, I definitely was losing my mind half the time. Right out of the gate, they did confirm Resident Evil's new remake is going to be Code Veronica, or in this case, they're just calling it Veronica. And Claire Redfield is back. Excited. Never got to actually experience Code Veronica, but if I remember correctly, I think it's still on sale right now. I can look later. Who knows, Kevin? Maybe you'll play Resident Evil.
Look, I'm not gonna say I have a bad taste, but like when I was playing in back in the old like PS2 era, like I was like replaying the whole game all like over again, and
Which one though?
then someone, yeah, then someone erased my fucking data, and
Oh
after fuck,
no! So someone just fucked you over.
and then after me getting like Ashley in the night outfit, where all she does is just get knocked down, and you don't, and she
You
don't,
literally
and
don't have to like worry about her getting grabbed at all because she just drops immediately.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. But still, hey, who knows? Maybe I mean, you could always I mean, Resident Evil 4 is always on sale too, so I think it's on sale right now, if anything.
I get the physical copy.
There you go. I got the physical copy too. It's just somewhere in one of those drawers. Um, but moving on. So the developers who actually did Cuphead, they actually showed up and they did announce that there is a new Cuphead game that is in early development right now. And then they announced Mighty Cuphead Adventure, which is pretty much just an 8-bit version of Cuphead. And that's honestly all I can say is that's actually really fucking cool. And the fact that they actually had they advertise it as if it's like a 1980s like video game commercial. I was like, this shit was cool. I like that. That was a great announcement.
That was.
Yep. Um next announcement, and it's actually just shocking that we're barely getting the sequel, but Alien Isolation is getting a true sequel. I still have yet to play the original one, but I know a lot of people actually praise it as like one of the best horror games, especially because the Xenomorph is an actual like terrifying like hunter for you. And especially because it's super adaptable. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna be losing my fucking mind just dealing with the Xenomorph, man.
I'm gonna be like here and there because I gotta check on the food because I'm actually
You are
it's in
chilling.
the oven.
You are chilling. I am gonna be like blasting through like all of these because I don't want to make this a 4-hour podcast. I am trying to just blitz through this shit, man. Because I got too many notes. I need to delete these notes and I need to upload this video. uh Next game, and is actually made by the person who did Shadow of the Colossus and The Last Guardian, and they're making a new game which is called Gen Atlas, and it's pretty much like it's pretty much like Shadow of the Colossus in kind of like the future with third person shooting. So it's definitely a game I'm like, yeah, I feel like this is definitely a game that is going to be a sleeper. Um we don't have a date yet. At least I don't remember seeing a date for it, but that's exciting. It's exciting to see that he is still working on games. And once again, always looks visually impressive, man. Next game, Blood Message, which is like it's from whatever I'm trying to remember now. It's like it's another one of those like Chinese Souls like that looked really cool. I think it was like based on like it looks like some type of war that's happening. But I just remember that it was basically your main character was trying to get a child like across a border, and then he's also in the middle of a war that's happening. So that one looked cool. Uh the next game, and I'm pretty sure we're day oneing this to start off 2027, but Stranger Than Heaven did show up.
Yes,
And
yes, we are.
yep. And it is coming out January 15th. And I don't know what to feel now that the dust has settled, but why is Tupac in this fucking game? Is he alive? Question mark? Or I don't know what to feel, man. I was like, Tupac? What? But it's good to see
Rags to
though.
riches.
I don't know what fucking necromancy that Snoop Dogg just decided to conjure up just to say like yo playa, bring back Tupac Shakur. I don't know. I think that's what it sounded like. But hey, I guess I don't know what role he's gonna play, but he's gonna play something. And they're definitely gonna probably be using some type of AI voice filter, or they're actually gonna get an actual voice actor that could sound very close to him.
I
But
say voice actor.
that's what I can hope right now. But January 15th, 2027, it did just miss the cutoff it missed the 2026 window, but to be quite honest, that's fine because at least it's going to have some really big sales after that. Next game, Hex, which was I'm trying to remember. It was pretty much the game that's being developed by the Division and Little Nightmares devs, and it's just like it looks like a co-op extraction shooter. Eh, kind of. I was just like, I don't know if that was for me, but I was like, something. Looks all right. Uh, Dead by Daylight's 10th anniversary, which is actually going to be funny enough. It's actually on my birthday on June 14th, and my guess, because I know the balloons is obviously to signal birthdays, but maybe we finally get Pennywise the Clown added to the game, or maybe even art. I don't know.
I'd
Oh,
say both.
ooh, yeah, both could be an option. Um, Next announcement was Mortal Shell 2. It's actually got an open beta that's coming out. That I think it's shadow dropped, or it's going to be coming out in July or something like that. Honestly, just the more I see Mortal Shell 2, I was just like, dude, this shit just looks so fucking cool. Another Souls like, man. But hey, um, every it's rated E for everyone in terms of getting these hands. Because I saw like a funny saw a funny post from TBH, and he was like saying, dude, they're very inclusive. They even got fat women on wheelchairs that you gotta fight. I was like, I'm like, hey, it's inclusivity, right? This is what we wanted. Let's see. Next one. Sand Raiders of Sophie Server Slam. Uh, it just looked like Sea of Thieves in the desert. That's all I can say.
Honestly,
Next,
thought it was Sea of Thieves.
I mean, the way it looked, I was like, is this because we're like Sea of Thieves? And I was like, nope, it's a new game. It's just, but it looks like the model is very similar to Sea of Thieves, just in the desert. Um, Another trailer came out for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Potential day one, not 100% sure, but this one is kind of like, I'm like, it is intriguing me, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to day one it. Maybe I'll pick it up on sale down the line. We'll see. Next announcement was, well, this one I was just fucking excited for, because The Last Ronin, it is real that we are going to be getting a Last Ronin game, and it's actually going to be published by Paramount Games, which that just became a thing. And who's working on The Last Ronin? Probably the most perfect people you can do, which is Platinum. I mean, and it's funny enough, now I got to read my Last Ronin books back there that are there for visual shit. Very exciting,
Yeah,
man.
that fucking last Ronin. Fuck.
I think that one's just gonna be fucking great. I'm just wondering, when is it coming out? Because if we only have a teaser, I'm like, oh, this shit is not gonna be out until like 28, probably. Or early 27, or like late 27. I mean, fingers crossed, but we'll see.
Or summer.
Could. I just kind of am wondering what the development's been going with that game, because I feel like we've only gotten info that yes, there is a Last Ronin game, but that was it. Like there was like no concrete like gameplay or anything like that. So I'm just excited. I'm very excited for a dark, gritty Ninja Turtles game, man. Next, and then the next thing that happened, Ben Starr talked Fortnite stuff. All right. I was like, all right, Verso. All right, Clive. We get it. You're in Fortnite. uh the next one, and this one's big for you, Kevin, because Gundam Rogue Orbit did get announced. And the more and here's the one good thing about Gundam that I saw, is that Mick Gordon is actually working on the music for that game. And I was like, oh, this is gonna have a killer fucking soundtrack.
This is a game that's gonna be day one. I don't care what fucking other game is out there.
Everyone's gonna everyone's gonna be like, oh, I wonder where Kevin went. Oh, he's in his Gundam right now. It looked really cool because like looking back at it, I was just like, oh yeah, this is just Gundam. And if you turned a Gundam game into a Monster Hunter game, and I was like, yeah, that's honestly the best way you could do it. Um,
You will not. I don't care if GTA fucking 6 drops the fucking same week. I am
You're on Gundam.
Gundam.
Luckily, I think I don't know. I don't think they had a date for Gundam though, but so good chance it could be 27. But I'd be shocked if it's like that far in development because they did show gameplay. It looked really good.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm like,
Is this the Gundam game you've been waiting for? Possibly.
I honestly like Mecha Break was well, Mecha Break is like the mecha
The,
game that I've been waiting for. So if it's kind of like Mecha Break in the way of how it plays,
like combat wise, probably.
combat wise, yeah.
Oh,
Uh, it was nice knowing you guys.
all right, there you go. So there you go. If Kevin goes missing, you know why. Um,
I'm just gonna get like spam like text messages like, "Why aren't you on? Like, hop on Fortnite.
you're gonna
Like,
send a
let's play
picture every
Overwatch."
time of you on Gundam.
Dude, all you see is just fucking me saying you like gifs of fucking like Gundams like just doing a giant blast or some shit.
Sounds about right. Um, and then I finally figured out what this game was because I think when we were streaming, I was like kind of bouncing around between like links because I know the one thing I will say that Summer Games Fest had problems with was a lot of production issues, which is kind of crazy because I'm like I expect better from just them alone. So it's like it's just weird that of all times to have production issues, it had to be during this one. But it is what it is. There was another kind of like small co-op game called an extremely difficult game. And funny enough, when Jacob was watching the stream, she actually pointed out this game looks like that Don't Break the Glass like co-op game where you have to be like in sync with movements. I was just like, who do I drag for this? And what is it releasing on? Maybe get that PC, Kevin. I don't fucking know. Moving on from that, the Crossfire, which is actually being made by ex Naughty Dog devs, and this one looked interesting. It was some type of kind of like a supernatural like tactical shooter, very story driven, and other than that, I mean, it just looked cool. It looked interesting. The fact that they have ex Naughty Dog devs working on this, I'm already sold on its combat. And funny enough, the actress was actually also in The Boys, who's actually married to Jack Quaid in real life. So once again, what I mentioned, they are actually getting some work. We had like another trailer for Control Resonant. I mean, we already confirmed that I'm not going to be getting this day one, but I will get it down the line. Guild Wars 3 got a trailer, and I've never played Guild Wars, so um, it unfortunately doesn't really I'm not personally interested, but hey, whoever has been playing Guild Wars, there you go. The next trailer that actually got shown, which this is a day one for us, Star Wars Galactic Racer. Ooh. Yeah, this is a media day one. Very excited for this one, man.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Yep. I mean, I think I've seen enough trailers at this point. I was like, I just want this game to come out.
Can't wait. You could use that Baby Yoda as a fucking pilot.
That would be so fucking funny. Um, I unfortunately am blanking on some of these games, but I'm gonna like throw out the titles and then maybe I'll look into it later. Maybe I'll just do a post-recorded part of it. Um, Trailers that got shown for End of Abyss and Last Harbor. I like I said, I can't remember it right now. And then Virtual Fighter Crossroads actually did finally get shown off for real this time and getting a 2027 release and single player just based on what I've seen from it. It very much looks like a fucking Shenmue slash Yakuza style like mode, and it's just in a fighting game. And yeah, probably gonna potential day one, potential day one. Um, just depends on where it lands. but we finally have a competition for the 3D fighting game space. We had another
Oh,
trailer for RuneScape Dragon Wild, and then we had like a handful of Switch 2 commercials that were kind of floating around. The next one was Soulframe. I honestly can't remember when this trailer happened, but all I just know is that Soulframe is being made by the Warframe devs. So whoever wants to play that, it's there. Grounded 2, it's getting an update on August 11th. Mafia: The Old Country is getting a story expansion DLC with the original protagonist of the first Mafia game, so it is Man of Honor. This next one, this one was just very intriguing because it was actually going to be an Assassin's Creed game that was going to take place during like the Salem witch trials, and this has been just like in development hell that the person who is directing this has been like fighting for the rights for this, and they finally got it, and now we have 1666 Amsterdam, and the prologue demo actually did get shadow dropped during Summer Games Fest. I have yet to play it, but from what I saw, I was just like, this shit looks fucking sick. And the fact that this was another Ubisoft L, I'll fucking take it, man. Next game, which I was actually just surprised by this one, but Saw Genesis, which is
oh.
yeah, I was just like, huh, that's interesting. It's actually a 3v1 multiplayer, I'm guessing like asymmetric horror game of some kind. I just wonder who the hell is the one? Is it the person controlling traps? Because that's likely what it's gonna be, because we can't just have killers out, because how often do we really see killers in Saw as a franchise? It's like, other than the pig man, and that's it. But that's
Um,
exciting. That's cool to see that Saw is getting its own multiplayer game. I just hopefully got longer legs, because we know the history of licensed asymmetric horror games. Lords of the
I was gonna,
Fallen. Hmm?
I was gonna say for Saw is gonna be like no party chat has to be like
Has to be
proximity.
prox chat. It has to. There is no reason to basically do what Outlast Trials does right now. Have prox chat. Cannot have party chats or of some kind.
Yeah.
If you want the full experience of it. Um Lords of the Fallen 2 has finally gotten a release window, which is going to be fall this year. Star Wars Zero Company, which is the pretty much like a Star Wars XCOM game, that releases on August 27th. We had a trailer for Blood of the Dawnwalker, and that I believe that game is releasing like early September. Unfortunately, that's another game of I'm going to pick this up down the line, but I am very impressed by trailers every time I see it. And probably the most surprising, and I'm not 100% sure how to feel about it, but Among Us is actually having a actual game come out that isn't just Among Us. It's actually a kind of like a Telltale like murder mystery style game, and they have a TV show.
I low key want to just watch the TV show.
I think they actually have I keep seeing it pop up on my YouTube algorithm, but I think they actually have the first episode available on their YouTube channel. Maybe we'll watch it after. I don't know. Um but yeah, Among Us is apparently they're actually working on stuff. Let's see. 007 First Light already got a story DLC being added, and I'm kind of just like surprised that it's this early on. I was like, already? But two, they did sell I think they sold like 2 million copies within the first like 10 days or something like that. But hey, there you go. Anybody who's playing 007 right now, you got story DLC on the way. Another trailer that I don't remember right now, which is Ion 2. I Can't remember what this one was. Been a couple days since I last saw the Summer Games Fest, so I apologize if I'm not remembering certain trailers. But oh, I know you're gonna be playing Wuthering Waves right now, Kevin, because the Edge Runners update did just come out.
I do gotta fucking play that shit, but fuck.
Log in, I guess. I don't know.
I got like other shit to do. Plus, when I do get online, you guys are online, so it's like
I mean, you could always say, "Hey, I just want to play something else." There's always that option. Uh, but yep,
it's also true.
yeah, but Wuthering Waves, yeah, you got their update. It is available right now. Monster Hunter Wilds is getting its first expansion next year, which is Ascendance. And honestly, I was just like, dude, Monster Hunter Wilds is always one of those games that just it looks fucking great, man. I just wish I could commit to it. It is.
We can. You just don't want to.
It is. Yeah, that's true. It is. They're always good games, though. I will admit that. That's the one thing I can admit. They're always a good game. Swords of Legends, which is just another kind of like another Eastern made I don't really want to call it a Souls-like game because it doesn't really have Souls-like aspects to it, but it is pretty much another action game. That looks pretty cool. Um this one, I don't know how I feel about this one, but Hot Wheels Infinite Rush. Hot Wheels but Mario Kart World? Question mark?
Uh,
Com- eh. I'm
basically.
like it kind of doesn't help because it made me realize that Galactic Racer is not that far off like prior to that game. So, I mean, this might be one of those pick it up down the line when it's on like a really good deep discount. Um Sega did come out for mostly just Sonic stuff, but not a new Sonic game. But they did announce year 2 DLC for Sonic Racing, and it's who are the headliners? Godzilla and Neon Genesis Evangelion. Honestly, I was just like, I am surprised. I'm surprised by that.
Wait, I thought they did came out with a new Sonic game.
Yeah, it's this one. It's the year 2 DLC for it.
No, no, no. I mean that one where your guys are all tied together,
I was gonna get
or
to
was
that.
that?
That's not
Uh,
like official Sonic, but it is technically a collab with Sonic Pico Park. And
oh, okay, yeah.
but not like an official like traditional like 2D slash 3D Sonic. So for the 35th anniversary. So there it is. Um Attack on Titan 3 just randomly got announced, and it's gonna be it's pretty much adapting essentially the final season of Attack on Titan. Comes out on July 1st. I was kind of surprised. It's like, damn, that fucking early?
Well, honestly, because the thing is, like, they're probably just like redoing the mechanics of the game
Yeah,
from
probably
from
from
the
the
second
original
one.
games.
Yeah, and then the story's already written itself, so it's like,
It's
and
just
it's
your
kind of like,
character's like slotted in essentially.
yeah.
So hey, something for the Attack on Titan fans. I know those games usually those seem pretty good for like what they are. I've never really played them, but I can tell they do look like they're your better than average like anime games.
Yeah, because mostly like all the anime games are usually just fighting ones. This one's different.
Dog shit fucking arena fighter slop.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't worry. Just remember Dragon Ball Fighters is still fucking going after like 10 years or some crazy shit like that. I'm more surprised by that is still going. The next trailer that did get shown was Clutch, which was made by ex Forza Horizon devs, and I believe it's supposed to be. It's like a single player they showed. It's like a story driven racing game. So that's exciting to see. Something different to shake up the mold from your standard like Forza Horizons and Gran Turismos. Feels like we're getting like a really interesting kind of like a time to be a racing game fan, especially because we're not only going back to arcade racing as a whole, but we're also getting games that are going to try to be story driven, which I'm all for.
Can't wait. And
Next,
what game were you talking about, Dutch?
it's Clutch.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that one.
Yeah. Next games that got announced: Chronicles Medieval. I'm not sure what this was about. I think it's supposed to be like a kind of like an RTS, just in medieval times. But yeah, the trailer for that. Sea of Remnants got another trailer. I at this point am just like, okay, when the fuck is it releasing? Because I always like the art style of it, and the fact that the gameplay is supposed to be kind of similar to how Expedition 33 is. I'm just waiting at this point. I'm like, when is this coming out, dude? When?
Yeah, I gotta watch the trailer for that one, to be honest.
It was just like it was basically a music video. So there was like a little bit of gameplay shown at the end, but for the most part, it was definitely just a music video. Um, we have the next one was Hitman is facing Wiz Khalifa and was playing Black and Yellow. I was just like, oh, DMCA fucking bound. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to feel. I'm like, then again, like Hitman is like facing, what is it? He faced Eminem, he faced Mila Jovovich, and at this point, he's just fighting fucking celebrities now. Pal
I was about to
World,
say,
hmm,
what was the last Hitman game?
whatever this current one is right now. I
No.
already forgot what it. I think it's like World of Assassins, I believe. Unless that's the mobile game. I can't remember. Yeah, that. But hey, Hitman, he's. I don't know what to feel about him fighting fucking Wiz Khalifa. It just feels so fucking weird seeing that. But next, moving on from that. Pal World got a 1.0 trailer, which is going to be dropping on July 10th. So I believe this is supposed to act like, I don't know if it's supposed to be their quote unquote official release or just their first major update. And it definitely looks like they are really trying to take on Pokemon with the whole like legendaries and shinies and shit like that. But
Yeah, because that one that they showed, it kind of looked like, in a way, kind of like they're trying to do like Rayquaza.
yeah, it did look like Rayquaza. I was just like, hmm, they're really they're really taking their shots at Pokemon right now, especially because I'm pretty sure I believe they won their lawsuit against Pokemon too. Funny enough,
Yes, yes, they did.
thank God. Next trailer. So this one was just crazy because now I got a reason to play The Wolf Among Us. Because The Wolf Among Us 2 did get announced. We all thought it was canceled, but it's coming out 2027. And there is a Wolf Among Us remastered on the way. Now, I don't know what necessarily the remaster is supposed to do other than just be a graphical, like, I don't know if it's going to be a straight up overhaul or just touch ups on it, but I do plan to play now The Wolf Among Us at some point down the line. That one I'm probably going to treat that like Dispatch and do like another playthrough of it. Probably do one episode per video. We'll see. Uh, Coming up on the end of Summer Games Fest, we actually did get a trailer for Stellar Blade Blood Rain. We now know that it is currently in development, and honestly, I'm sold. I'm sold on it, man. Because Stellar Blade is, I do think it's a good game, but it's not my favorite type of game. Because it's kind of Souls-like, but it leans more into like the action style. But I could definitely tell, okay, this is like their first actual game. It's got a good foundation. It just needs like a little bit of improvements. And right now, the way Blood Rain looked, it definitely looked like they were taking those improvements to heart. We got new We already have a new setting because it's supposed to take place like very far from the first game, and it looks very Ghost in the Shell like. And once again, rated E for
Yeah.
rated E for everyone getting these hands, man. It looked fucking cool. Probably not gonna see that game though, probably till like 2028 if I had to take a guess, or unless it's that far in development. But I'd rather them take their time as much as possible, especially because they are pretty much Nikkei is already like funding that development as a whole.
Yeah, Gus is funny that development as a whole.
Hey, Gus has a, you know what's funny is Gus has been saying that he's like, I am willing to help with the development of that game by spending so much goddamn money on Nikkei. Hey, you know what? I'll give him this. At least Shift Up is making quality. I'll give them that. They actually do know how to make quality games. It's just they got a really fat cash cow that is Nikkei. And then,
Still got
yeah, I'm kind of whatever on it. And then the last two announcements, I almost lost my shit on this one. And so, Street Fighter 6, they announced the Year 4 DLC, so I was like, okay. Of course, I was expecting them to announce some Year 4. So, out the gate, I was like, these are new characters and a World Tour character with Yasmin, Arjun, and Bosch. And I was like, huh. So the leak was wrong. Tifa uppercuts the fucking Street Fighter 6 logo, and I'm like, I'm losing my fucking mind, bro.
Yeah, I can't believe you nutted during fucking stream during that shit.
Oh my god. The VOD shows that I just lost it, man. Oh my god. I've never I never thought we'd see the day, man. I never thought we'd see the day that we actually get Tifa in a fighting game. I'm just like, damn. What's still crazy is the fact that this DLC is a very bold DLC because there's no legacy characters. So, and I'm like, you know what?
Um,
I'm all for bringing in new characters. I'm all for it. And then, of course, Bosch was already in World Tour mode. So I was like, I'm wondering how they're going to do him. But yeah, I will say, though, outside of Tifa, Yasmin, we got that Filipino representation, man. And she's going to be the first DLC character. Comes out on August. Fuck. Yeah, we're going to be we're going to be having a lot of fighting game stuff happening like end of July going into October, man, because Yasmin comes out on August 3rd. So I'm probably going to check her out for a little bit, maybe just do her trials and probably play her arcade mode. But that's exciting. That is exciting, man. And Tifa comes out early 2027 because we've got our part 3 for this Final Fantasy 7 like remake trilogy that's happening, and that's releasing in spring 2027. And here's the best part: everyone gets to play it. Switch 2, PC, Xbox, PlayStation. Everyone's getting the chance to play it, man, and I'm so fucking happy. Everyone gets a fucking chance to play this, and now Square Enix is gonna realize these timed exclusive deals are not gonna fucking work anymore for them. They need all the money in the world.
True that.
Yep. But um and that was Summer Games Fest. My personal rating, 9 out of 10. Outside of production issues and maybe a few announcements I wish were there, it was still really fucking good. A lot of hype moments. Easily the best Summer Games Fest in a while. And I just can't wait. I can't wait for all the stuff that's gonna come out, man. And the and our penultimate, at least, well, I would say penultimate. Oh yeah, technically it's penultimate because Nintendo Direct is tomorrow morning, but Xbox Showcase did happen Sunday morning, and right out the gate, I unfortunately kind of missed out the initial intro of it because I kind of woke up a little late, but I did see that Gears of War E-Day, they did show off some gameplay, they did show off the story, and yep, it definitely looks like the improvement of Gears of War that we needed. And here's the big thing though. It's not coming to PS5 anymore. They actually scrapped it at the last minute.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I kind of feel I'm just like, really? And like the last minute is a crazy decision. However, I was seeing that some people were saying that this could also mean that it's a possible timed exclusive thing. I wouldn't be mad at that, but I mean, if Asha Sharma did confirm that yes, exclusives are coming back, she's got to double down on it. But good thing is that it is coming to Xbox and PC. So when I say exclusives, I'm pretty much just saying Xbox PC. But in terms of console exclusive, we know where that's going. Um, and funny enough, this show only had two exclusives, one that started the show and one that ended the show, which I'll get to that one later. Um, Next trailer they showed was Fable, which is already confirmed for February 23rd, 2027. Looking really good. It looks really good. I'm excited to play this one. And funny enough, with the amount of time this game has compared to Stranger Than Heaven, that's plenty of time, man, to experience both. Plus, I'm probably going to be kicking chickens a lot. uh, Next trailer they showed. So we actually got our official Halo campaign evolved trailer. So the one thing that they are actually showing is that we're actually getting 3 new prequel missions. So, hey, you know what? At least we're getting something different for Halo campaign evolved. And it's
I can't
confirmed
wait
to
for
be,
that.
yep. And it is actually coming out on July 28th. So very soon. You guys want to I will the only thing that sucks though, Kevin, is the collector's edition. Apparently that shit sold out and it's $200. Obviously with the statue and everything, but you know. So, am I going to day one this game? Probably. I want to get the physical though. Unless they do some
Collector's
bullshit where it's
edition.
like not all of the game is on the disc. Probably the funniest thing that's gonna come out of this though, if we actually get everyone to play it. I want to see who's the dumbass that like gets run over by random shit. That's
Wait,
gonna be
well, nobody's gonna have a. Wait, Combat Evolve is gonna be on PS5, right?
Yep. There were only 2 games that were exclusive because like pretty much let's put it this way. It was the first game being Gears of War E-Day, and then the last game, which we'll talk about later. But everything else in between was pretty much for the most part multi-plat. So that's kind of like the big thing that I noticed about the show. I was like, huh. They did say that they were gonna have exclusives, but there was not a lot. So I'm wondering if that what I'm kind of wondering, are they gonna have what games are gonna be classified as exclusives? Because I've also been hearing supposedly this is the only Halo that's gonna be coming to PlayStation, which that kind of sucks, but whatever. I guess the only reason they would say that though is probably because Phil Spencer already kind of like inked that deal that Halo was going to be a multi-plat game and it was going to cross over to PlayStation. So, like I
Yeah,
said,
I think that honestly.
yeah, July 28th, that's when it's coming out. Uh Resonance, A Plague Tale Legacy. I still need to play the second Plague Tale games. So, look cool. August 27th is when it's coming out. And Persona 4 Revival actually got announced for next year, February 18th, 2027. 50-50 on day one. It depends on how long it's going to take me to play Stranger Than Heaven, but 50-50 chance, man. Oh, and I probably should say, is Gears of War E-Day going to be a day one? Very likely. Because I had to see when
Yep.
Galactic Racer comes out.
Nope.
Not day one for you?
I mean, Gears is gonna be day one no matter what. Same thing with Galactic Eraser, but the fucking shit is like if not everyone has Galactic Racer, I'll be
Probably
on
playing
Gears.
Gears.
Yeah.
I think I kind of want to see more that with whatever's happening with Gears, because they did have a little showcase at the end, and it was literally just kind of like, oh, we just built the game from the ground up and we kind of changed a lot of things. So we don't have like, the classic roadie run. We kind of just have a sprint. And they did allude to what is possibly going to be the replacement for the horde mode, which is it's 12-player fucking siege. So I wonder how that's gonna look. I'm like, this shit is gonna look chaotic as fuck. And then of course, they did announce that there's gonna be a beta at some point. I think in August 6th or something like that. I don't remember. But let me try to get us back on track. Um State of Decay 3 is getting a 2027 release. I never really played these games, so whoever wants to play it, there you go. Sea of Thieves is getting a custom maps update, called Custom
No, I saw
Seas.
that shit.
Yeah, coming out on June 18th. Um, Metro 2039. Yeah, this game just looks amazing. It is coming out in February 2027. I'll eventually get down to playing the Metro games, but I know these games are going to be fucking taxing on a PC, so until I make like significant upgrades, I think I might buy this on console. Depending. The only thing that sucks is that it's in February, so it's like once again, it depends on what am I playing at that point, and if Stranger Than Heaven takes forever. I'm already blanking on like what's the other game that's gonna come out in February. Yeah, yeah. I'll probably remember it randomly. Um, I don't remember this trailer. I'm blanking on it just because I'm thinking of the other stuff. But Bad Magpie, I think it was just like one of those kind of like funny, charming, kind of like indie trailers. Comes out in 2027. Wolong 2 comes out early 2027 release. What the hell was Join Us? Oh, now I remember. Join Us, which is coming out in March 2027. It's basically you just build your own cult. I don't know what to
Yeah,
feel.
it's
Silly multiplayer game. That's what it looked like.
yeah.
Um, Senua, from the Hellblade franchise, well, she's getting her own game in 2027. Some people are thinking that they might actually be doing like an actual like gameplay overhaul instead of it being kind of like a mostly like narrative, like story-driven game. But at least that's what some people are thinking could happen. Who knows? Uh, Fallout 76 getting an update, and apparently it's actually being confirmed that it's actually getting native PS5 and Xbox Series X versions. So, anybody who's playing Fallout 76, there you go. Doom the Dark Ages, it's actually getting a story DLC that's releasing on July 7th. Revelations. Anybody who, I mean, Dark Ages was good. It's not my favorite, but it was still a good game.
I say that because it's kind of like
It
kind
felt,
of finished it quick.
I think the problem for me was that the game was not as challenging as I would like it to be, but it was still, I'm not going to say I didn't have fun, but I would have liked a little bit more on the challenging side. But, uh, next stuff. The next one, actually, this one's a big one for us because Crazy Taxi is fucking real, man. We're getting Crazy Taxi World Tour, which is releasing in 2027. I'm kind of wondering what this game is supposed to be about, if like the whole multiplayer aspect is real, or is this going to be basically just the first game with just things added on top of it. Very exciting. Very exciting for that. Um, they actually did announce an actual new Xbox Series X for the 25th anniversary of the brand, and it's pretty much like a translucent green.
Yeah.
And god damn it, Kevin, why didn't you go to the Fan Fest thing? Because apparently, if you went to the Xbox Fan Fest, and attended in person, you basically were going to be sent this limited edition Xbox Series X. Okay.
I'm just fucking speechless because the shit is like I kind of wish I would have gone
Ah, well, here's what it
or
is.
had the time to go.
Yeah, I kind of am like I will say though, like it's pissing me off because I'm like a part of me kind of wants to buy a Series X again. I'm just not gonna I'm not gonna pay $650 even not even at my work. Um, so I'm kind of like I'm debating on it still, but maybe I play it again, or maybe I purchase a Series X like on the secondhand market.
Purchase a Series X on second-hand market.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the move. Um, Age of Empires 4, that's yeah, it's releasing. I think it's multiplat. I am not 100% sure. Um, Minecraft Dungeons 2 releasing on September 29th. Once again,
Fuck yeah,
September is fucking
Minecraft.
of September is getting fucking busier and busier, man. Magicians, The Devil's Deal. It just basically is like BioShock with magicians and shit like that. That it looked cool. It was a neat art style. Um,
Wait, you thought it was like BioShock? I honestly thought it was kind of like
it's kinda similar in terms of like its gameplay, but it's like all magic shit. The Valor Mortis, that's coming out. Oh, fucking god, another September game. This was very much the like Victorian era first person Souls like. That's all I remembered from it. Looked cool. It's unfortunate it comes out in September though. Too many games. There's too many fucking games in September, bro. I hate GTA 6. um
Yep.
Elder Scrolls Online update. Anybody who's playing that is playing it. Flight Simulator 2024 is getting a national parks update and air races. So anyone who's playing Flight Sim, there you go.
Nice.
Uh Where Winds Meet got an update. Drop that game. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh
Wait, you
Newcastle.
played it?
I only played a little bit, not that long.
Bitch.
Bro, I played it. Like I literally did the intro. I was like, I don't like how the game fucking feels. Like, I don't know what these people are saying. Like, oh, this game controls well. What are you fucking playing? Because I'm like, I don't feel that. Uh, but moving on from that. Castlevania Belmont's Curse, October 15th. I mean, hey, another Castlevania game, man. Awesome. Vivarium and comes out in 2027. And the only thing I can really say that this game just looked like, it just looked like it was basically made by Studio Ghibli. So great art style. Looked amazing.
Oh, that would do. I
It was
was
so
saying it. I
it's
thought it was
like
like fuck.
My Neighbor Totoro type of like game.
Yeah.
Because that's why I was just like, is this like a Studio Ghibli game? I was like, oh, it's just inspired by the art. I was like, I could tell. Uh Next trailer, actually it's more of an announcement, but they did they did announce Persona 6 is coming out, and we now got our theme of the color, and it's green.
Honestly, it looks like a fucking horror game.
I know, I was like, it is very cryptic. I'm like, I wonder what they're gonna fucking go into for themes, because it's probably gonna be more based on like cyber, like it's probably gonna be like some cyber shit or something like that. If they want to kind of remain as like topical as possible. Next game, Spyro: A Realm Beyond. We got a spring 2027 release, and I can't believe it, man. Spyro is actually alive. I I can't fucking believe it.
Yeah, I haven't played none of those Pyro games since like the PS1.
There you go. That's it all right there, man. But Spyro's back, and I can't in the year of 2027. And then the second to last game that actually got announced at the Xbox showcase, and it's actually the second exclusive for Xbox. It's Clockwork Revolution, which was the time bending, like Bioshock Infinite style game.
It kind of
And
reminded me of that one game from shit from the PS5 that was exclusive.
are you talking about PS5?
Yeah, the one where where you're shooting and then you could go back and fuck, I forgot what's it called.
Time bending shooter. I don't know which one you're talking about. So, but anyways, Clockwork Revolution coming. Yeah, I'm honestly more surprised that they opted to make this the second exclusive. I was just like, interesting. Will admit, kind of sucks. Again, the showcase kind of like really showed that yes, there is a lot of games that are coming out for PlayStation, but it definitely does hurt the fact that the two biggest exclusives decided are decided to be exclusives for Xbox and PC. So I'm like, God damn it, man. I want more people to experience this shit.
Gears and that clock. Wait, that Clockworks one, right?
Yeah, Gears and Clockwork Revolution. So,
Was that really Xbox? Was that
well,
really Xbox exclusive?
yep, they announced that's their second exclusive. I don't know what to feel, man. I really don't know what to feel about that. Um, but aside from, oh, and then the last thing they announced was COD's new DMZ mode.
Or Modern Warfare 4?
Yeah, all I can say is for somebody, I guess. But moving,
Holy shit!
huh?
Wait, has it dropped already? The collector's edition for Halo Combat Campaign Evolved?
Yeah, I literally mentioned it earlier. That the $200 edition, the $200 collector's edition, that shit sold out.
Son of a bitch.
It sold out earlier, like this morning or something like that.
Well, yeah, because I think it's like what 5 day. It would. Oh, no, it's 5 day early access.
Yeah.
If if you get it,
Ah, well.
but be
But um, next, but what they did show actually after the Xbox showcase, they did show off Gears of War E-Day a little bit more, and it's pretty much just the game. Like I said earlier, the game just pretty much just got built from the ground up, and rightfully so. They did everything what they needed something to shake up the Gears formula, and sure enough, they did. More improved movement, and the active reload. It looks a little weird for active reload, but I mean, it's still there. Um, from what I'm seeing though for this showcase, the it seems like the original voice actors for Marcus and Dom are back. At least either it's somebody very similar or it's the originals, because at least Marcus, it sounds like John DiMaggio still. Uh, and it is confirmed that both of the Lancers are going to be in this game. We actually do get the origin of how the current Lancer that we know is how it was made. Because sure enough, you wanna know who shows up, Kevin? Ty Callisto.
oh, I fucking got.
Fucking bad no motherfucking badass just cut a locust in half, man. But and of course because it's E-Day, it's gonna be a origin story for just the Gears of War franchise. Takes place over 3 days in the city of Kelowna. And we actually do get two new characters, which is actually gonna make up a Bravo squad, which is I believe it's Carter and Reyes, I believe that's their names. Reyes is, to my understanding, he's supposed to be like a rookie, like scouting officer. And then I can't remember what Carter's deal was, but I just know she was part of the coalition of some kind. Um
Because I remember when they were talking about Reyes' like background, he was like what you said,
It's just like a rookie.
not a rookie, but he wasn't good enough to make it
Like as a
uh
soldier.
as a soldier, yeah. So he's basically kind of like
He's pretty much just like a pencil pusher.
I don't think it was a pencil pusher. I think
Or
it was something.
it's like
It was
something
like
specific in the military where you're not good enough to be like on the front lines, but they still want you because you. He's like something with information. I can't remember what it's called specifically, but that's
uh
I'm blanking on what it's called. They said it too, and I don't remember what it was.
yeah.
But we just know it wasn't good enough for military like frontline service, but he was definitely good in other departments. Um, so some of the things they did confirm is the game is actually playable in 4-player co-op, and you actually have
Sweet.
2-player local split screen. I was like, thank God. I was like, we're actually I don't know why we're celebrating the fact that split screen is coming back, but hey, I'll fucking take it, man. Um, and they did say that they are gonna go over some more info down the line, in regards to the beta with definitely the multiplayer and with the new siege mode, which, just based on what I saw, it's supposed to be like a 12-player, like, I don't know if it's supposed to replace horde mode, but it's a 12-player fucking PvE mode. And what did I see them fight? A fucking Brumok. So that shit's gonna be
The fucking
crazy.
Brumok is the one with the fucking grenade launchers on the wrist.
Yeah, the cannons.
Uh,
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah. It's exciting, man. Fucking October cannot come any faster. Like, fuck. Ah! Okay. Fine. 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 Are you breathing, Kevin? Because I'm pretty sure. I hope I'm breathing.
Yeah, I'm reading.
All right. All right. And then I have like another little small segment that was more of just everything that kind of got announced outside of E3, or either it got announced prior or it got announced during or even like after. But I'll get it out of the way. Senna and Thresh, they got their trailers. That's our new 2XKO characters. And funny enough, Kevin, I actually was going to bring this up to you. There actually is a new PvE mode that's coming to 2XKO, and you can play this either in solos or you could do duos in this. And it's definitely doing what I think it's going to do, which is kind of like a roguelite mode. So maybe that's if you don't want to like jump online or if you don't want to play against people, but if you want to just like play shit together, there you go. That's something. And we're getting new fucking characters, so I'm more excited. Thresh, I think, might be a day one for me. I think it's the immediate day one, sadly. I was already thinking like, oh, I think Senna, I'll try out Senna, then Thresh showed up. I'm like, fuck, I'm playing Thresh. Are you even there?
Yeah.
Okay, I just making sure. But June
No,
9th,
it's like I'm just thinking it's like fuck. Wait, they come out June 9th tomorrow? Wait.
yep, it's tomorrow. And funny, and what, you know what else comes out tomorrow? Come on, Kevin. It's the game we've been excited for. It's probably the only ball and gun game we're gonna play.
Ah, NBA The Run.
Yeah. Oh my god, man. Dude, I may have to. I don't know if I'm gonna stream, but there's a good chance there that I might. It's either I stream on Tuesday night or Wednesday night. So we'll see. But good good time for gaming around for the next few
Oh,
days.
I just got training tomorrow, so I could act. Wait, can we even fucking pre-order the game?
I checked on PlayStation Store. The thing is still not up, so it's like because they said the game is gonna drop at 11 a.m. Pacific, so that's probably when it'll be available just to purchase. So I don't expect the game to be like that big. So I'll probably like while I'm at work, I'm gonna just go pre-order it or buy it immediately.
Wait, today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow 11 a.m. for you guys. 12 p.m. for me.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Wait. Yeah, not yet. God damn it.
I know. I'm like, fuck, man. Like all the good shit is coming out. um Next thing, and this one I was just like, I was losing my fucking mind when this got announced, but Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee Remastered is coming out November 3rd. It is one of two games that is going to take on GTA 6 in November. And I'm sorry, man. This is the media day one for me. This is like your childhood memories of me and my first like actual exposure to Godzilla as like a franchise. And best parts about Godzilla, they are pretty much still like for the most part making like the same game. It's just obviously going through a graphical overhaul, but they're adding online multiplayer and they are actually adding new monsters to this game. So I guess like the immediate thought I really got is like Shin Godzilla and then all the Godzillas from the other recent movies, like the MonsterVerse ones, and maybe they add King Kong as well. That's at least like my immediate guess for if whatever they add. I know what would probably sell you on it, Kevin. They add the fucking Gundam wing.
I gotta watch that trailer for fucking that Godzilla one.
It's like 50 seconds. It's not really long. So, but it looks good. I'm very excited, man. I'm happy because that's like the one remaster. I'm like, dude, I would kill for a fucking Godzilla remaster to come out, and sure enough, it's coming out. And here's the best part about this, Kevin. If you do plan to purchase the game, just like in general, like let's just say digital, or if you're buying it on PS5 physical, $30. $30.
Hey, Dada.
And if you plan to buy the Switch 2 physical, which is I am very likely to do that, it's actually $40, and the full game is in the cartridge. So,
$40.
yep. So, just saying, I'm day oneing this. I don't fucking care. This is childhood memories, man. GTA who? I'm gonna piss off somebody just saying that.
Basically,
uh,
yeah.
and then other announcements. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. Avatar Legends, the Avatar Legends fighting game, it actually did get delayed to July 23rd, but I believe if you pre-order it, I don't know if it's available for pre-order on PlayStation though. I think it's available on pre-order for PC. I'll check later. But I believe I saw that the one of the pre-order bonuses is actually access to the beta. Now, whether there's an open beta is the part I don't know, but I do plan to play this. Very likely a day one game for me. Probably gonna be a Toph main, just causing terror. Um, Fortnite
I feel you.
runners. Fortnite runners. When did that drop? Friday? I think it was
Yep.
Friday. Yeah. I don't know. My impressions are, yeah, it's all right. It's a different way of doing the season, but I'm already like, okay, I already get like how this is gonna go because they're adding the whole extraction mechanic to the game with the sprites, and I already can tell. I'm like, oh, that's just gonna be a way to fish out for other players. But I'll give them this. It's a very I like how they did implement the extraction type of mechanic for the game. And at least it makes like every game feel a little different. Chronos: The New Dawn is actually getting a story expansion called Lazarus, which is coming out fall 2026. Anybody doesn't know about Chronos: The New Dawn, pretty much a cosmic horror Dead Space like game. It's actually one of my very first playthroughs that I did on the channel, and I am very likely going to be doing Lazarus once that releases. Kind of depending on the timing of the release, but I do plan to play it. We're almost there. My voice is like starting to give out right now, if anyone can't hear it, but I'm trying. um Star Trek is actually getting a fucking horror game called Star Trek Shadow Frontier, and from what I saw, it just looked like basically a Star Trek skin over
Dead
a Dead
Space.
Space game.
I think I saw the trailer, but I gotta. I don't know. I was like rewatching all the trailers that area like
There's a
last
lot.
night.
It's a lot of trailers,
Yep.
dude. So, but I was like, okay, I fuck with that idea that Star Trek is doing a horror game. Now, when are we getting the Star Wars horror game? That's the one I want to see. Uh,
I actually would want to see like how you'll do that.
it's just literally the rebels just running away from fucking Darth Vader, essentially. It's the hallway scene from Rogue One.
Actually, like no, now that I'm thinking of, now that you said it, it's like how would you actually do it?
I mean, they could do if you want to go with the safest route, do alternative universe because like I know I've seen a fan like a fan story or one of those like fan made stories where they had like a stormtrooper ship filled with zombies.
Yeah, nice.
So that's like one way you could do it. It is like a all fan like project thing, but I was like I'd kind of be down with it. Um Other things that did get announced, Toy Story Collection and Toy Story 3 Remastered, that got announced. I never played these games, but I know it seems like a lot of people, it seems to be like a callback to their childhood, so that's good to see.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yep. Um, I don't know if you remember this game, Kevin. Arizona Sunshine. It was like a VR zombie game.
Which one?
Arizona Sunshine.
No.
Okay. So Arizona Sunshine, it's basically that. It's just a VR. It's like one of the very early like VR titles. Well, they're pretty much announcing a non-VR version, and you actually could play this in um you could actually play this in co-op and you actually get to play a dog. So that's cool. I was like, because I kept seeing this game, I'm like, dude, this game looks so fucking cool. I'm like, I actually would consider getting a VR headset for the sake of that and Resident Evil. But now they announced this, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna get that instead. And then
Cheaper than
the
buying a fucking headset too.
yeah, and then the last announcement that actually Gavin mentioned to us yesterday, Stage Tour. It's actually getting a 2026 release, and for those who don't know what Stage Tour is, it is pretty much the spiritual successor to Guitar Hero. And they actually were showing that they're actually going all out with um guitars, drum sets, and microphones alike. So that's exciting to see. I'm just wondering how this is gonna turn out though, because they already got. I know I've seen a couple like Guitar Hero content creators. They're on board with this game, so that's that's pretty ambitious, man. W for the indie devs, massive W. And those are all of the announcements for our quote unquote E3 podcast episode. Oh boy, what a long one, and oh boy, what an episode I'm gonna have to do a bit of editing for. But with all that being said, I am going to skip straight to the question for the pod and the comments. And question being, out of all of these announcements, what are you the most excited for?
Gears and Gundam.
Very valid. Oh
I feel like
man,
fucking fuck.
there's a lot of good stuff that got announced for this, man.
But I feel like if I'm being honest, I'm gonna have my priorities on top of Gundam, Gears, Star Wars, fuck. I think those are basically like my top 3 at the
That's
moment.
like, yeah. I think we should just go. Yeah, if we want to keep it like simple, um, at least for me, in terms of the announcements, Code Veronica, once that got announced, I was like, oh, I'm fucking excited. That's so for me, like, if I got to go with 3, um, Code Veronica, uh, Final Fantasy 7, Revelation, and damn, a third one is gonna be tough because it kind of floats between like God of War, Laufey, Wolverine, Stranger Than Heaven, of course, Gears, and Clockwork Revolution. So, are we okay with me cheating, just saying all of those?
Dude, for
Actually,
me,
no,
it's
no, no, Cap,
like
no, no,
Stranger
no, no, no. Shut up. I know what my third favorite is. It's the fucking Godzilla game. So, Code Veronica, God of War, Laufey, and Godzilla. Sorry.
Yeah.
Those are like my 3 like favorite announcements to come out of our E3. And we still have the Nintendo Direct tomorrow, man. Fuck. Ah,
Smash Brothers.
man. All I'm gonna say is this I don't know. Should we just have predictions right now? What do we think is gonna come out of the Nintendo Direct tomorrow? I think that yeah, that's like one of the obvious ones. Possible Smash Brothers.
Is it possible Smash Brothers or new characters are adding to the old Smash Brothers game?
See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what is the next thing for Smash Bros? Is it gonna be an actual new game, or are we just gonna get Ultimate with more stuff? And honestly, I wouldn't be mad at either, but I personally, for me, I think if you want to go with the safe bet, just re-release Smash Ultimate, but add new characters, new everything, and do like an actual like improvement to the online. Add like actual rollback net code. That would be my prediction. But if they want to be ambitious, fully change that game. Uh,
Or new Smash Bros. Game with all the DLC characters that they had on Ultimate in there,
mm-hmm.
and then popping up with an unpredictable like first DLC character for year 1.
Mm. Who would you say would, and who would you pick for a year 1 DLC or like the first character?
Well, Street Fighter 6 already had her, so
Yeah, Tifa's already a character. Um, here's what let me like I'll throw like 2 out. I'll throw 2 options out for if they were to do that. You either go with Master Chief or Crash Bandicoot.
they fuck. I don't know because it's like if they are gonna do something, it has to be like someone fucking unpredictable, like someone that you wouldn't guess that it'll be like in a Smash Brother game,
I got it. The next Fire Emblem character.
dude.
Sorry.
Dude,
Uh,
imagine they just come out with Danny Phantom.
God, that would be fucking nuts. Hey, that's their way of they fucking bring in Nickelodeon characters. Fuck it. I think I would believe it more if it was like SpongeBob or Goku at this point.
Dude, I know.
But yeah, that would be tough. That would be really hard if they decide to do that. Like honestly, I would just say Crash Bandicoot or even Spyro or Master Chief is what I would probably say would be like I kind of obvious, but like really good choices still. Because I already got like the most impossible character in the game being Sora. So I mean, just anything Smash Bros at this point. Like it would be cool. If they don't announce it here, it's probably gonna be at the Game Awards or something. Um I guess my other announcements that they could possibly do. maybe they finally have a new 3D Mario game and then maybe DLC for Mario Kart World.
Like DLC for Mario Kart World would be a bigger one.
I don't know about that because there's not a lot of people
Well,
playing
not a
that.
bigger one, but it'll be like kind of something where
A
because they
safe
did it
bet.
for yeah for 8.
Just like a world, probably like some type of like world expansion. That would probably be like the safe bet.
Yeah,
Um,
and dude, imagine they just come out and say like Legend of Zelda um TV show now in production.
oh yeah, that's true. The Legend of Zelda thing. Yeah, we're probably gonna get an announcement for that. And I guess to add on top of the Legend of Zelda TV/movie, whatever they're doing, probably the Ocarina of Time remake is probably gonna get announced here.
Yeah, honestly,
Um, what's an out of left field pick or announcement? Hmm. Bayonetta 4.
I thought they announced that one already.
They didn't. There's a Bayonetta game, but it's like a prequel game, and I know which one you're talking about. Hmm. Trying to think. Maybe something Star Fox? I know they already have the
That
remake for 64, but I don't know if they're gonna maybe they do like a Star Fox Adventure game or something.
second DLC for for the new Pokemon game. I mean, the
For
last one that they had.
Z to A, yeah. Maybe a DLC for that.
No, not Zeta A. Oh fuck, what was that? What was the other one?
You're really expecting Sword and Shield to get a DLC this late? I don't fucking think so.
Wait, was Zeta A the last one?
Z to A was the
Oh
last
no,
one.
no, sorry, I was thinking about Violet and Scarlet.
Jesus Christ. I don't there's no fucking way. If they do that, I'm gonna be like, these fucking idiots don't know what they're doing, do they? Because they already have another Pokemon game coming out next year.
Yeah, they did the same thing for Sword and Shield when Scarlet and Violet was coming out.
Yeah, but why would you do that when Z to A exists? It's like that doesn't. I gotta remember just fucking Nintendo. You can't think logically with them. I gotta remember that.
Well, not just that, but Zeta A is a remake of uh X and Y.
Are you sure about that? They're they did not brand that as a remake. That is a whole ass new game. That's just using the environment from X and Y.
Remake, what like whatever you want to call it.
That's not a remake. That's just using the world. A
No, I
remake
meant,
is title is literally calling it X and Y remake.
but either way, it's like uh because I don't think you could expand on ZNY though,
Z to A.
or well,
I think
the whole what
the most you could really do with Z to A if you're gonna expand it, quote unquote, is literally just adding Pokemon and then that's it.
I
But
don't
I
think
think
it's even adding Pokemon. I think it's just what you call it. Um,
adding trainers.
no, adding like a new region.
Hmm.
Well, not a new region, but kind of like a new like
Part of this.
island, like how they did with Sword and Shield.
I mean, that is a possibility. That is a possibility. But now that I'm thinking about it, and while we're on the Pokemon topic, I think they're probably gonna have more info on the new one. Maybe we'll get like an idea of like just like what the new world is gonna be like. Unless they just do a teaser again.
No, I think they're gonna like show at least a little bit of what they have for the new one,
Yeah.
and then probably doing something with Legends, like a second Legends.
Mm-hmm. Because I know isn't there isn't Pokemon Day like a thing like in July or something like that? Because I could have sworn like I know there's like a whole Pokemon event that usually happens, but I don't know if it already happened or if it's in July. I can't remember. Like, this is how, like, out of touch I am with just that franchise as a whole. Uh, damn.
I think it is in July.
Yeah, I wanna say yeah, because I was like, I feel like it's a July thing, so I could be wrong, for all I know, but we'll see. Um, and then the new Fire Emblem I know there was a new Fire Emblem game on the way. Maybe they'll announce something with it. Uh, trying to think what else could be, announced. Anything third part probably a lot of third-party stuff is gonna get announced here too. There's probably a good chance, like yeah, I probably gotta look now if, Halo is actually coming to a Switch. That's gonna be fucking insane.
I don't think so.
I don't think it will, but I mean, I call it. I've been surprised by more things on a Nintendo Direct, man. I mean, we had 2 fucking Capcom collections, like, get announced there, so what's the odd I mean, the odds of possibly another Capcom collection getting announced here? Like, another Capcom, like although Capcom Fighting Collection 2 did just come out, so hmm. Damn, it's gonna be tough. It's tough to really call this, but that's at least, like, media thoughts that we got for, the at least Nintendo Direct tomorrow. I don't plan to do, like, a reaction video to it, but if it is notable enough for me to, like, warrant a video, then we will definitely try to make a video out of it. But
Like
let's
a
get
style of one, but no, because it's not PG.
I'm scared.
Or if they do like a Smash Brothers and they add like a character,
Which character?
Lucy.
It would be ambitious. It would be a very ambitious character. Actually, I'm a I'm gonna say Rebecca instead because Lucy's already got a character in Guilty Gear. So why not add the crazier one?
That's true.
So would be interesting. I mean, then again, if we're gonna talk about fucking M-rated characters, technically Solid Snake is an M-rated character.
Yeah, that's also true.
So, but I think we're gonna wrap up this episode. I gotta do some editing. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow all of us on all of our socials at the bottom of the page. My voice is gone, man. My brain is just leaking out brain fluid still. Just from all the
You
announcements.
could.
But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Everyone's socials are in the description, and we will see everybody on the next podcast. Thanks everyone for watching, and happy gaming.